welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and we have to talk about some of the things that Kathleen Kennedy said in this Rolling Stones interview that apparently happened like last month. We're just getting dropped on us now, so we'll talk about that. But first, I just want to let you know, in honor of the god-awful re-edit of the cantina scene in A New Hope featuring McClunky, I am offering some solace in the form of 15% off my Jesse Shot First t-shirt. You can click the link in the description below to go to my Teespring, get 15% off that. You can also use that promo code HANSHOT1ST, that's HANSHOT1ST, to get 15% off my entire Teespring catalog from now until the end of the month. So make sure you check that out and do that. Also, if you want to know exactly why this re-edit is as god-awful as it is, that video is going to be available only on Patreon. Because YouTube hates me and keeps dicking me over, I'm going to take some of my content to people who actually appreciate me. So starting now, and especially in December, a lot of my content that used to be hosted on YouTube is going to be hosted only on my Patreon. Isn't that right, Malcolm? That's right. So make sure for $1 a month, you're going to get a lot of that. For $2 a month, you're going to get everything that you used to get on here, plus a lot more. So make sure you head over to Patreon, sign up now. It's just $1 a month or $2 a month, and you're going to get all the videos you used to be getting over here on a platform that actually appreciates what I do. So, that said, moving on to this interview. So, this, she said a lot of things. Most of it was like, Kathleen Kennedy on a Senate. It's so hard to make Star Wars. I mean, I appreciate how hard my life is. I'm just so good at my job. But the important paragraph they want to talk about has to do with everyone's favorite Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. So the question was, Rian Johnson made some controversial choices in Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Understatement of the century. Especially considering its dramatic purpose as the second movie in the trilogy, were you, to an extent, deliberately setting out to challenge fans in their expectations? We definitely did, is her first answer. No, you're full of shit right there. I'm calling BS right there. You did not, Kathleen Kennedy. You only ever set out to make a bunch of money. That's all you give a crap about. So don't feed me this nonsense of like, oh yeah, we were totally setting out to challenge fans' expectations. No, Rian Johnson set out to challenge fans' expectations, as he said he did. But guess what? There are different kinds of challenging fan expectations. There's the kind of like, ooh, you thought we were going to go one way, and we went this totally new, mind-blowingly exciting way. Oh my God, you're totally blown away and excited by this new direction we took Star Wars in. And there's, well, we took all of the expectations that you were given because we set you up for those expectations in the previous movie and just took a shit all over all of those. That's not the good kind of challenging of expectations. That's challenging as in you are a little bit challenged in the head in terms of your concept of how to make a fucking Star Wars movie. That kind of challenging. We feel challenged having to deal with the garbage that you've given to us. That's not the good kind of challenged, thank you very much. No. Anyway, we're talking all the time about how we move Star Wars forward and keep it relevant. Good job, because The Last Jedi is not going to be relevant in like 3 years, let alone multiple decades. So, A+, Kathleen Kennedy. Obviously, we don't want to just keep making the same movie over and over again. You could have fooled me, because that's what The Force Awakens was. It was literally just A New Hope remade over again, and then you took The Last Jedi, which was just Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi smashed into one movie and made all over again. You stole scenes directly. The visual pairing, the visual juxtaposition is unbelievable, like Luke going into the throne room. You stole actual dialogue from Return of the Jedi to put into The Last Jedi. So don't give me this bullshit of, oh, you don't want to keep making the same. That's all you do is recycle the same shit and act like somehow because Rian Johnson said fuck you to the fans along the way, you're so subversive and so innovative. Don't give me that shit. You are so full of shit, your eyes are brown, bitch. Anyway, let's see, where were we? I think he's an extraordinary filmmaker, and I really appreciate the bold moves that he did make. Well, then you're a fucking idiot, but we knew that already. I think people forget that, especially when you're doing a trilogy structure, the first movie is setting things up, the second movie is usually the conflict, and the third is the resolution. When you say you think people forget, do you mean you think Rian Johnson forgot? Because he clearly did. There is no, oh, let's dive into the conflict. There's just, I mean, he resolves everything. The resolution's right there at the end. Well, we freed the the slave horses, and Broom Boy's the future, and the Resistance is now destroyed, but Rey is the savior of all of us, and Luke Skywalker's dead, and she lifts rocks, so yay. Like, you resolved this. It's a complete conclusion. You didn't leave us on a, like, oh no, where do we go from here? Literally, like, where do we go from here? There's nowhere to go from here, because you ended the fucking story. Like, that's not setting up the conflict, unless you want, the super intense conflict of our spaceship can only go this fast, and yours can only go that fast behind it, slowest space chase in history. Woo, what intense conflict there was. What are you even talking about? Did you watch this movie? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. So, blah, 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 extraordinary filmmaker. Anyway, and so that's another thing too, right? You don't have to talk identity politics, and you don't even have to talk about this movie in the framework of the rest of the Star Wars universe. You can just sit down, watch this movie, look at this script, dissect it, and understand that you have a terrible fucking movie on your hands. That it's not a good film as a piece of cinema. It makes no sense. The characters' motivations make no sense. The plot makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense in this. It is too long. It runs on. Nothing is connected. How can you sit here and go, oh, what an extraordinary piece of cinema? Bull fucking shit. It's like technically just not a good movie. Yes, it's pretty visually it's beautiful. But narrative structure-wise, character development, none of it makes any sense or is remotely good. But anyway, so this is just fucking insulting. So the conflict and resolution. So you're bound to have that second movie, much the way Empire Strikes Back was probably the darkest and most dramatic of the three. That's not even a sentence. You're bound to have that second movie. This is her sentence. You're bound to have that second movie, much the same way Empire Strikes Back was probably the darkest and most dramatic of the three. That doesn't make any sense. Nothing she says makes any sense. And don't fucking compare The Last Jedi to Empire Strikes Back. Do not insult me in that manner. That's just disgusting. Fucking no. And then she goes on, we talked about with Indiana Jones, we did Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then we did Temple of Doom, which was dark and created a lot of controversy, and people were surprised at where it went with the storytelling, but frankly, that's the whole point. That's not even a relevant comparison. Temple of Doom does not work with that trilogy structure because it's not one story. It's 3 serial episodes that are completely different. And yes, someone gets their heart torn out, but arguably Temple of Doom is like the least dark of the 3 of them. You have a fuck ton of comic relief in this, in Temple of Doom. It's probably the lightest and fluffiest of the 3 of them because you're not dealing with, Nazis. Like, I'm sorry. It's creepy underground rituals are you can't just be, oh, that's darker than Nazis. Like, who are you? It doesn't make sense because you're not dealing, the Temple of Doom is not the conflict of the Indiana Jones trilogy because each movie is a separate confined piece because it's not telling one full fucking story. Are you retarded? Yes, the answer is yes, you clearly are. It doesn't make any fucking sense what you're saying. Also, how can you sit there and say that The Last Jedi is the darkest of this trilogy when it has more comedy in it than attempts at comedy than the entire Star Wars of the canon combined? You have fucking your mom jokes in this. You have moments that are straight up parody in this. What is even dark in this movie? There is literally nothing dark about this movie whatsoever, except like maybe, oh my god, when Kylo Ren is like, your parents were drunk nobodies. Oh, so dark. Like, what is actually, like, Force Awakens is fucking darker because of the way they kill Han Solo. This is the dark. What is even dark in this movie at all? Oh, bombers died. Woo, we don't even know any of them. Rose is crying. Great. And then we just have fucking Canto Bight, which is just whirly swirly, la la la, dancing with horses and little slave boys. Like, what the fuck is even dark in this movie? Are you people fucking retarded? Oh my god. And then this is the most insulting part right here. I love that we have these amazingly passionate fans who care so much. Then why do you consistently insult us and shit on us? And I know sometimes they may think we don't listen, because you don't, but we do. Wise. And I thought it was fantastic that people got engaged. No, you did not. You categorically, explicitly, and on paper did not think it was fantastic. You think we're all fucking whining, crying, basement-dwelling man babies. It just showed me and everyone else how much they care. Yeah, okay, too much. Why should we care? It's just a movie and it's for children. Aren't you people the ones who said that? Oh, it's wonderful how much you care, even though we shat upon you for how much you fucking care. And that's important for all of us that are doing this. We really look at them as custodians of the story as much as we are. Then how come you don't respect anything we have to say about this? We look at it as a kind of partnership. No, you do not! You have fundamentally and categorically rejected everything the fans have said about your movies. You don't give a flying fuck what we think about it. Your custodianship is a custodianship of the check you get to cash at the end of this fucking trilogy. So don't give me that bullshit, you horse-faced cow. It's not. I'm not fucking stupid. The rest of us are not fucking stupid. Just because you want to go on record now, years after the movie, years after standing by letting Rian Johnson shit on the fans, other Lucasfilm employees shit on the fans, talk about, how we're all sexist if we don't like your fucking movies. You want to turn around and be like, oh, we appreciate you? Bull fucking shit. You got to do a little more than a little bit of lip service, too little, too late. It's like, oh, Rey's now suddenly training at the beginning of Rise of Skywalker. Too little, too late, motherfuckers. You lose. You do not get this back just because you want to sit here and all of a sudden talk pretty to us and get us back on board. So fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy. That's what I gotta say to you. Anyway, that was that's that article. That's that interview, and those are my feelings. I haven't raged like that in a while. It feels good. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, make sure you press the like button. If you hate Kathleen Kennedy, make sure you press the like button, and make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications set to on. Not that it matters, because YouTube won't notify you anyway. So that's why I encourage you to get involved with me. Find other ways to help support this channel, help it grow. You can always give one-off donations via PayPal. You can check out Teespring once again. Hanshot1ST is the promo code you can use for 15% off my entire Teespring catalog from now until the end of the month. It's a great opportunity to buy do some early holiday shopping for yourself or others. There goes my light. That's exciting. Goodbye, light. I guess I didn't need you after all. So yeah, words. And yeah, Patreon. Definitely go to Patreon because, like I said, starting next month, a lot of my content is going to be available only on Patreon. And for just $1 a month, you'll have access to most of that. For just $2 a month, that's $2, guys. You'll have access to everything that used to be hosted on here. I just want to put it on a platform where people actually appreciate what I'm doing instead of me getting dicked over for it constantly. So check that out. Also, check out LA Cheesesteak Reviews, the new show I'm working on with me and my fellow Philly transplants, trying to find a decent cheesesteak in LA, largely failing, hilarity ensues. Make sure you follow me on social media, on Instagram at Mindless Entertainment, on Twitter at Jesse Milestone, and don't forget to follow the @TeamJesse fan account on Twitter. It's the official Jesse Milestone fan account run by not me. So you guys are the best, love you all, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. God Empress out.